Worrell held a news conference today announcing changes that would impact the way that her office treats what they're calling non-arrest cases, allowing the processing of only certain non-arrest cases in order to help reduce a major backlog.
Yeah, Spectrum News 13's Brandon Spencer was at that news conference earlier this afternoon. He joins us live in Orlando tonight. And Brandon, why does the state attorney say this change is needed?
Well, Tammy Curtis Worrell says that her office currently has about 13,500 non-arrest cases, which are cases where an arrest has not been made due mostly to a lack of probable cause. And they're looking to move that number down by limiting the type of non-arrest cases that they're going to accept moving forward. State Attorney Monique Worrell announcing Thursday that her office will only be accepting specific non-arrest cases, claiming that excess non-arrest cases have been a problem for years. So much so, in fact, that Worrell hired people to specifically sift through those cases during her first administration before her removal by Governor Ron DeSantis.
During that time, the individuals that I hired for that purpose were either let go or reassigned to other duties. And the gains that we had made in reducing those non-arrest numbers during that time allowed those numbers to climb back up again.
So now, non-arrest crimes like homicide, sex crime, drug and human trafficking, child abuse, animal cruelty, those cases, among others, will be accepted by her office, while non-arrest crimes like misdemeanors, gun cases, violent felony cases, and mutual combatant cases won't, noting that those cases without an arrest or probable cause determination makes it hard for her office to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt.
I've never wanted to just be tough on crime. We also have to be smart on crime. And I consider this another smart justice initiative where we can acknowledge the inefficiencies in our system and we take steps forward to ensure that we address those inefficiencies.
Criminal defense attorney Jose Rivas says he understands the thought, but feels it would call on law enforcement to try to become something they're not.
Not all cases are black and white. There's a lot of gray material where attorneys need to look at it, state attorney's office. And now you're telling law enforcement, you're going to play lawyer and you're going to be able to, you're going to have to determine whether we can prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt before you send it to us.
Rivas says it may initially release some of their workload, but feels more victims may go without seeing justice. Worrell says it will still be a group effort to ensure that prosecutors can focus on getting to cases quicker so victims can get justice and the state attorney doesn't lose sight of dangerous offenders.
I'm really looking forward to collaborating with law enforcement and their legal advisors to make sure that every case that comes through this office has probable cause and that we can go forward in doing everything that we can to keep the community safe.
Worrell calls this move a proactive approach to try to get dangerous people off the street, while Rivas feels that this may backfire as it could call for law enforcement to need more training and resources